Hi, sorry about that. So where we left off was we had just finished the code walkthrough. We were about to go ahead and test our code and show kind of how the agent was moving about. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll come in here and compile. We get a couple errors based on just single variables, not to be an issue or not to be a concern. They're actually just warnings. So if we go ahead and we'll run, we'll start. You can see our final will be 1. Here's the score it calculates, and the time. So I guess we take about 6 steps before we find our final solution. So this should be pretty interesting. We'll get to come back up to the start and walk through our Word document graph that we kind of built up. So the first thing is that we understand we're starting in 1-1. We don't have any percepts here, so we go ahead and assume that everything around us is not a pit or anything like that. After our first move, you can see we've moved to 1-2. I'm going to position 1-2, which is right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll kind of move. Our agent will be the letter P, for example. So we'll go ahead and we'll move P. He's now in this location. Or actually, I don't like P. We'll use X. So X is now in that location. X now senses that it is breezy, so it does sense that there could possibly be a pit in the area. It warns that possibly there's a pit in the locations all around. It knows that there's no Wumpus, as it's not smelly, but it does warn that there could be a pit in position 1-1, position 1-3, which is over here, position 2-2, directly above us, position 0-2, which actually isn't on the board, and position sorry, I missed one. Position 2-2, which is right above us. It could be there. We don't actually know. So we go ahead and we move back kind of away from this, and we go and we move to position 2-1. So X is now here. Sorry, I keep opening up the wrong thing. X is now there. So we're at position 2-1. Again, we're not seeing a Wumpus or anything like that. We have no intake right now. Everything is safe. Because of that, we now know that originally we thought maybe 2-2 had something in it, because it was breezy in 1-2. We thought that this could potentially be a pit. Since we're now in 2-1, we now know that 2-2 must be empty, because 2-1 is not breezy. Breezes surround pits, so if it had been breezy, here, we would have not moved here because it could have been a pit. So we just pretty much state, okay, well, we realize there's nothing here. So we go ahead and we move up, and we move over to 2-2. Pretty much again, we note that there's nothing there. So we go ahead and we move up to 3-2. I believe 3-1, sorry. Yeah, we moved to 3-1, so now we're in the smelly position. The smelly we associate with Wumpus, so we'll see how that reacts. So we're currently in position 3-1. So in position 3-1, we see that there's a Wumpus. However, we don't actually react to the Wumpus. Then we update that there's no Wumpus. So we know that nothing's around us, because we've updated to think that there's no Wumpus. We move to 2-3. So we pretty much just skip over where we've already been. We move back down, and now we're all the way in this position. So we pretty much skipped over where our gold was because we didn't know. Again, gold is only sensed by glittering, and you only sense glittering if you're actually on the gold location. So we're on 2-3. Once again, we sense it's breezy. We fear there might be a pit around us. We backtrack. We just go up to 3-2. because we don't want to move to any of the other positions, as we fear there might be a pit. Well, we know there's no Wumpus, but we fear that there might be a pit around us. We think that this might be a pit directly above us, directly below us, and directly behind us, although we already know that 2-2 is safe because we visited it before. So we just go ahead and we backtrack. We end up here. We find the gold, and we win. The cool thing about this code is it will work no matter where you position the gold. If we were to go ahead and move the gold anywhere on the map, it would be able to find it. But it's pretty nifty. Essentially, you just check. You kind of check to see if the spaces are safe or not, and you're more than willing to backtrack to what was priorly a safe space without really noting that. As we did in the last one, we were here, and then we went ahead, without stating that we moved through position 2-2, we did to get to position 2-3. Anyways, that's the testing of the Wumpus world. Enjoy.